Joe here for your halftime show. Of course, we're about 5 seconds left to go in the half. Mike Badgley, of course, who came up short on his on an earlier field goal attempt, looks to make his first of the game to go 1-1 with 5 seconds left to go in the half, and it's good. And it is 12-6 for that Colts.
Those Colts.
1 second left to go in the half, so there will be a second half kickoff here. It'll be interesting to see how they do it. But 12-6, this is an interesting game. We've seen, I think the Cardinals have made just a lot of Cardinal mistakes, and I just think that, we'll have to take a look at these halftime numbers and see what the books are thinking. But right now, depending on where you have the Cardinals, if you took them on the money line or if you took them with the 2 points or whatever, and with a 12-6 game, now you're looking at, even if they get the touchdown, 13-6.
Yeah.
Right? So it's, you have all sorts of problems here. But there are big problems for the Colts here. We're going to talk about that in just a second as soon as the half gets ready to roll on. But I think
because what did we see it close at, Mitch? We saw the Colts close at +2.
3 minus
+3. Okay. What do we see the total close at?
I'm not sure. I'll take a look at it though.
Okay.
Just get online so we can get these second halves. But let's see what we got. So the total was, I don't know what it was, to be honest with you. I think 41.5. Well, maybe that's what they're showing it as now. I'm not really sure. I can look at another spot. But it's 12-6. I have the Cardinals laying 2. I don't love that right now, but I do love the Cardinals second half. I think they will win this game, even if it's just by 1 point. The Cardinals, it's Cardinals -4 for the second half, -115. I think it's a straight layup. I think that's the play right there. You just take the Cardinals minus the 4 points, just dump. This should be about as easy as it gets. I think that whoever covers the spread, it's going to come right down to it at the end. But I do not see the Colts scoring another point this game. So we went with the Colts second half under, and we want the Cardinals minus whatever, because the Colts have no offensive linemen left. If they get any more offensive lineman injuries, my guess is they'll have to put in tight ends to play tackle and guard. And that you cannot do against Chandler Jones. We're already seeing, right there before the half, the holding penalty on Chandler Jones. We also saw Jonathan Taylor go from, 43 yards on 5 carries to 10 yards on 10 carries because he's got no one to block for him.
Yeah.
So they're in a pickle. And Carson Wentz is only going to scramble so often. You saw when he did, it was holding penalties all day. But, Joe, what do you think?
Yeah, I like the way that you're looking at this. What do we have for that team total for the Colts in the second half?
I don't have a number yet. I'm still waiting for it to come out.
Yeah. But I would definitely be looking at that under, and I do think the Cardinals step it up in the second half. So I like your thoughts on the Cardinals minus those points in the second half for sure.
I am a little worried here.
What do you have going into this, Mitch?
I took the Cardinals.
Okay, and I have the Colts plus the 2 points is where I got it at.
So here we have a Colts team total 10 at -115. I like the under on that. And we have a Cardinals team total at 13.5 at -125. I like that as well. So,
you're going under on that one as well?
No, I'm taking the over on the Cardinals.
The over.
I really think that there was a couple of plays there that really made a big difference as far as that goes. So, this is one of those games that you take away 2 or 3 plays, and this is a totally different game.
Yeah.
And I think that the probability of those happening in the second half are thin. I thought the same thing in that Packers Browns game. And I mean, I knew at halftime when we were on the show, I was like, people were like, "Oh, I'm going Packers," right? They're all like, I'm like, there is no way they're going to cover this for full game. It was like they have no chance. And I feel the same way here with the Colts for the second half, but I do think that the Cardinals are just, that where they had to do the replay and they didn't get I think the Cardinals left 7 points minimum on the board in that half. Minimum. That where they had to go for it instead of kicking the field goal, where they missed an easy field goal and they missed the extra point. It would be 7 points that they left on the thing. I don't think Taylor has any more runs left in him. I think he is in really, really big trouble, and I think Carson Wentz is in big trouble. I do not think the Colts will gain more than 100 yards in the second half total.
No.
I don't see
they're
it.
not able to open those running lanes for Taylor either, right? There's no blocking. There's no
blocking whatsoever.
Ability. Yeah.
Those running backs, they don't do it. It's not a coincidence that, that the guys that have
a magical thing they find those running lanes,
not.
Right?
It's not a coincidence that the guys that have the best offensive lines do the best.
Right. He needs his lanes open and he's not finding it.
Well, I like the under 48 for the game. This is really our halftime show, but it's like I don't see a 48 anywhere. No. So I'm not going to address it. I think we're going to go to a new policy as far as questions as far as picks go. You can comment or whatever, but if you're not at least supporter level or higher, then we're not going to do pick questions anymore.
Yeah.
It's $3 a month. And I think it's fair. And it's if you're not going to support our channel with, 10 cents, then we're not gonna sit here and support you for questions that or don't even make sense half the time. But we have our loyal audience. We know we have a lot of followers and all that other stuff. So it's not there's gonna be plenty of content. But I think as far as actual like answering pick questions, I think it's only fair, to the people that do contribute.
Absolutely.
And I don't think we're asking for a lot. I think all that is saying, is just an endorsement that we support you. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Well, the smash a like, that doesn't work. We've tried that before. No one will do that either. I mean, I see people out here that talk for 5 minutes that get, hundreds of more likes than I do. Hundreds, and talk about how hard they work.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that doesn't work. But, yeah, it's fine. I mean, I appreciate everybody, of course. But I'm not going to take pick questions, just random pick questions, unless they're at least supporter level or higher.
Yeah.
But, any other comments, whatever. If it's any other questions, whatever, no problem. Of course. But I have for second half, I have the Cardinals minus the points. I have the happy birthday to Connor Dane. I don't know who that is. But
well, happy birthday, Connor Dane.
Unless you're like a white supremacist or something, it's like I have no idea what you are, but unless you're something that we totally disagree with and are not in line with, well, then we wish you a happy birthday. And that's always the scary part of those things, It's like could be some guy I never heard of because I'm not in the mainstream news. I don't follow.
Yeah.
This is the crap we have to worry about,
Look who you said happy birthday to. Oh, okay. Right? Like
yeah. So I think that, and the comment about the supporting thing, it's not meant to dig people that don't, and that's up to you, it's up to you. But it's like, I'm not going to devalue, the people that are willing to spend $1 a month or $3 a month or whatever it is. Just not going to do it. So Vic says, do you like the Cards live money line? Yes, I do. I do like Cards live money line. So Vic's been a fan forever.
Hi, Vic. Shout out to Vic.
Shout out. Billie Jean.
You got the pizza cooking yet?
No. I haven't made the dough yet.
Wow. I feel like someone has to roll me home. I tell you
It's
that. I ate way too much in the last 2
it's
days.
only 4:00 here, 4:30, whatever. So, let's see, Billie Jean over under 23.5. I think that's a tougher call. I think because I could see the Cardinals scoring points. I just don't think the Colts are going to score at all. So maybe under. But I don't know. I mean, the Colts might get a field goal and the Cardinals might score 21. I'm not sure. Well, if you used to have a badge, that means you stopped supporting us. That's what that means. That means I don't want to support you guys anymore. But it's like we have supporter level. We have things where you don't have to be a VIP or anything like that. You just $3. Like Billie Jean, I know buys premium picks from us. So she's also a great person. She's ever since with Pick Dogs, she's always been with us. So.
Well, huge shout out to Billie Jean, because I know I've heard that name before from you.
Yep, in Houston.
Yeah.
We have like a lot of people in Houston, We have a lot of people in Houston. Yeah, if you were a supporter level today, you got today's VIP show. I just threw it into everyone that was supporter level or higher. It's like, that's worth more than the $3.
Oh, for sure it is.
You just click right below here. There's like a little $ thing, and it has like right below the chat box. It says join, or it says there's like a $ thing, and then it has all the different plans. And the lowest level plan is for a membership. The lowest level plan is $2.99 a month. So,
wow.
Yeah. I just want and it's like I'm not asking for much. So Harlow Owens the fourth right here. Lakers game is horrible. It's like an open gym. This guy, here's a guy that watches out for us, right? He was worried that somebody was stealing our content.
Oh, okay.
Because I was broadcasting the show on the Sports Chat Place channel. Yeah. So that's why he thought. So he thought someone else was stealing, but that's us also.
Yeah.
It's me. Guilty as charged.
Well, I appreciate that he's looking out for you that way.
So Mike Ferraro, we're not taking pick questions from people that aren't supporter level or higher on our YouTube. Unless you're like a premium, whatever. Subscribe, there's really, we have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. It's like, I just think that it's only fair to those people, but it's like,
I agree.
I think we give out tons. I'm giving you picks. We're going to give tons of picks. We're going to continue to give tons of free picks. But as far as specific taking questions and being pick bitches, albeit if you're willing to support us in the smallest possible way, I'm more than willing to do it. It's like I'm committed. So to become a $3 member, all you got to do is underneath the chat, it says join now. I think on the phone. Is that what it says, Joe?
I'm pretty sure.
It says join. It says join, or there's like a emoji symbol, a $sign, and a box symbol, and then a little chart symbol, and you just click on that one. It's not even $3. It's $2.99.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's only fair, right?
I do too. I completely agree with you.
I mean, I leave it all out here for free. I give out my picks. I never stop working. But I just think as far as the a la carte free pick, at your whim. I think if you're going to ask for that, then you need to at least give something back. It's like just to show that hey, at least I care. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not like, I don't want to sit here and beg for change. That's not what this show is about. It's 42 seconds left before they kick off for the second half. And the picks are, I like the Cardinals team total over. I like the Colts team total under. I like the Cardinals second half minus the points. So I'm going to take those three. But I think the Cardinals are going to get good field position in the second half. Is what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Is that they're going to get good field position here. And that's going to dictate that they'll be able to get some points on the board. Yeah, the tool is awesome, and I'll be doing that tool show every day. If you guys haven't checked out our betting tools.
That's awesome, Mitch. I didn't catch a show today, but I'll definitely check it out. Can't wait to see what you're doing with that.
Anyways, here we go. Here's the second half kickoff. I'm going to get this out of the end zone. My TV's always a little behind in here. So what's on tap for tonight, Joe? We don't see your mom. She ran out of gas, or she's still going. No. You guys had to call the police, or what happened?
Yeah, the police went by, and I was like, "Come on, calm it down a little." No, it's really noisy out there, so I was hoping you couldn't hear everyone. When there's pictures posted of me doing tequila, it wasn't me; it was my twin sister. So I'm sure those will go up later, and we're just gonna hang out, have a couple more drinks, finish watching this game, and yeah.
Well, as we call the second half, let me put a link in there for the membership, because I know you can do it. I just didn't want to flick over there at the time, and I should do that at the beginning when I say something like that. And I certainly don't mean it anything. I plan on giving out tons and tons and tons of free picks. I was not going to sit here and a la carte your prop, your prop sheet. There's Mom. She's back.
Yeah. She's taking Colts.
I'm sure she's doing some other things too. We've seen her act already.
Yeah, well, and now she comes back. She has no clue what you're saying.
Yeah, and Carson Wentz just struggling here to even stand up here, and 2 plays in. But we have a flag, and I believe this will be on the Cardinals again. It just seems this is the only way that they can get it going. Chandler Jones was held, and now they're going to call late hit on him. Is what it was. They're going to call roughing the passer, but he was definitely held.
Yeah.
They're not going to call the holding, but they're going to but they called the roughing the passer. So the penalties are just way out of sorts in this game, where more than twice as many calls here on the Cardinals as there are on the Colts. I put a link in there for the premium. I know it's going to knock people from watching, and I can live with it.
Yeah.
I think we do plenty free picks.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's an incomplete pass by Wentz. So we haven't seen, since the beginning of the second half, we haven't seen the Colts gain a yard here, but they accept on penalty. So if the Cardinals can stay out of this penalty problem, they've blown the field position aspect that they had there, though. And that's what we really were kind of banking on, because they have struggled to score. They've moved the ball in spots, and Murray had the long run. But outside of that, the field position I felt was important. But the Colts just really banged up on that line. Let's see if they try Taylor again here on 2nd and 10. Wentz, he does. He tries Taylor again, and Taylor does find a crease and runs for 11 yards. Crosses midfield to the 49. He is elusive. I mean, they had him in the backfield, and they just missed him. They had him. I mean, the linebacker, 44, was 10 yards deep in the backfield. When they made the handoff, he was standing right there, and he just missed him.
Well, yeah, he's having a great couple of games, that's for sure.
Yep, we appreciate everyone that supports our channel, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
And it's like, I'm more than willing to go bend over backwards, But
yeah.
Anyways, here's another handoff to Taylor. This time stuffed. That might have been Hines. And loses a yard. Oh, my Carrie wants to tell you Merry Christmas.
Joe. Oh, Merry Christmas, Carrie.
Joe says Merry Christmas. Her mom hasn't been arrested yet. She's doing well. They haven't had to call the police.
We're contained.
They haven't called the police once.
As soon as that tequila comes out, it's always
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
a fun night.
Bunch of phone calls tomorrow apologizing for not remembering what happened.
No, we had the good tequila. So I will remember because I actually looked at my stepsister's husband and I went, "You didn't put like cheap tequila in this nice bottle, right?"
So
So
Wentz
and he didn't.
incomplete pass. We've got 3rd and 11. So still, so they've gained 11 yards here, but this was after the penalty, and Wentz is under heat there. They're still holding like crazy, that Colts offensive line, and they're not calling anything as far as the holding penalties go. If they did, this would just be a sack on every single play. So here we go,
Wow.
3rd and 11. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. So they have Taylor's out, so they have Hines back there to block. And here's the snap, and it's a jailbreak once again. Wentz running for his life and a sack. So, yeah, it's the issues are there. So what it is that they're allowing the offensive line to hold, but they're not good enough to really bottle them up. So if they send the blitzer like they did there, and he's fast enough, to run Wentz down from the backside, which he was, then they have him all day. And I think the Colts are in some big trouble, and the Cardinals are just fired up on the sideline too. But I think the issue now is that Cardinals offense, can they move the football against the Colts? And it makes that penalty all that much bigger. If this punt doesn't go out of the end zone or it doesn't get a decent return here, well, then, this could be another problem because this is how they got the safety. And there it is inside the 10-yard line. Oh, wait a minute. They actually got a return on this, the Cardinals. The camera lost the angle on it, and it looked like they were keying on a different returner, and the Cardinals ended up getting a very big return here. See, they're keying out to he faked like it was going to him, and it went to the other return man. And he picked it up and ran it back to the Colts 40. So the Cardinals in business here, and we're at the commercial. So, yeah, that was crazy.
That's awesome.
Anyways, well, thanks everyone for joining us. Have a great Christmas, rest of your Christmas. For me, we're just still getting started over here. But, yeah, I'm going to make my dough. Go out, walk the dog, come back, and should be ready for the first beat down of the dough, and then get the oven fired up and be eating pizza by, I don't know what, 11:30, 11:15. And then I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning to do the show. But I'll see everyone. I'm going to do that 7 picks in 5 minutes tonight. So this way it's ready to roll for you guys right away. And then this way Joe and I will be live with you guys at 10 a.m. I think we got a bigger crew tomorrow. I'm not sure how many people are coming, but I think a few more than we had today, but not our normal full load of people. But it's still going to be a good show. We'll just keep people on longer.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Have an awesome night. Let's see if we can get some Cardinal money here.